Now then guys, welcome back to Strasz Gaming. I am Luke. This is episode 64 of my Journeyman save on Football Manager 2019. And today we're here with Leicester City still, obviously, with 4 games in to the Premier League season. We're currently lying in 7th place on 8 points. Things are going wellish. We haven't lost a game yet. We'll have a look to see what we have been doing. Right, so we have, obviously, you saw us beat Southampton. We drew against Brighton. For some reason, Brighton are my bogey team. I cannot beat them. Tanner getting on the score sheet for us. They scored in the 53rd minute and nothing else could have happened. Watford, now that was one hell of a game. We managed to score with a penalty early on. Things were going well. It was 1-0 for ages and ages and ages. We had a man sent off. Arab got himself sent off, which was annoying. Then we went a goal down and I thought, here we go. We're going to lose this game. But somehow we managed to pull it off. Rodgers getting himself another goal, and then Dave just showing it up with a goal in literally the last kick of the game, the 95th minute of the game. We won that one 3-1. And then Burnley. And Burnley, this game really annoyed me. We took an early lead. Tanner got 2 goals for us. And then it was one of them games when you get into the second half and you're like, nah, Burnley are going to get back into this now. And sure enough, they did. It was 2-2 in the end. I ended up trying to go really, really defensive. And I think that's what cost me. They were attacking. I ended up putting on another centre-back. So we ended up having 5, like a flat-back 5. It didn't work. That's why we conceded the goal. It was annoying. It wasn't great. So, we've got Liverpool today. And then we've got our first European game of the save so far. We're against Standard Delage. I don't know. Anyway, Standard. We'll show you the group, actually. I will show you the group we've got. I've got Galatasaray, Standard, and then FC, I don't know, some Danish team that I can't pronounce. Football Club Midtjylland? Midtjylland. Oh, God knows. You know what I'm like by now. Surely you must know. But this group, I reckon it should be alright. I don't know much about Standard. Really don't. Let's have a look, quick overview. They finished 2nd in the Belgium League. So they're going to have some decent players. I think that's going to be a winnable game. I think we should get through the group on this. I really think we should do all right. Obviously, what they want us to do is obviously reach semi-final, qualify for Europe again. So we've got... it's a big, big ask this season. It really is. So, the team against Liverpool today. I am going to drop it down. We're away. I'm going to drop it down to balanced because we seem to get absolutely... Well, I feel like we seem to get smashed by the big teams. But I think I might be thinking another save I've got going on at the minute. No, do you know what? I'm not. I'm going to stick to playing positive. I'm getting things mixed up with another save that I'm doing just off camera. So, we've got Pip in goal. We've got Nick back. Ricky Van D, Arab, Chilwell as our back 4. Hughes and Slager. Hughes has come back from injury. He's going to be in the midfield. With Rodgers, Lucas, Nakajima, and then Tanner up front. I think this is my strongest team. I don't know whether to bring on... Do you know what? No, Brewster. I'm going to start Brewster instead of Rodgers. I know he had a good game last game, but I'm going to start rotating him. He needs to get some fitness in him. Same with Hughes as well. So we've just got to get them going, getting them into them. Obviously, Brewster had a very good first game of the season, and then he hasn't really done much since. But then again, I haven't really played him as much as I probably should have done. I'm going to take a sip of my tea while this is loading up. Oh, that's still really hot. Yeah, so Liverpool's team have still got Famane, Salah, Mane. Yeah, they've got Van Dijk still there, Joe Gomez. So yeah, they've got still some of their star players there. We're going to auto do that. We owe Liverpool what happened last time. Oh yeah, of course we do. Liverpool absolutely kicked our ass in the FA Cup final, didn't they, last season? So this is revenge. Hopefully we can get a nice league win. I can see, I had like a tunnel interview or an interview building up to this game, asking who do you think who's going to win the league, and I've said Liverpool again this year because I think their team is just really, really good, and they've just showed it by just going 1-0 up in 7 minutes, and I probably should have just gone unbalanced from the start, like I said I was going to do, but they've just taken us out. Mane picks the ball up here, plays a lovely pass in the middle, yeah, Kovacic, I don't know who he is, probably should know, gets his first goal of the season, unfortunately, and we go 1-0 down. We are away from home. Nick Back's just picked up an injury, the record signing. Hopefully that's not too bad of an injury and he can carry on for the rest of the season. I'm kind of regretting probably spending so much money on a right back. But we needed him. He played really well for us last season on loan. Man City wasn't going to let us loan him out again. So I had to try and do something to get him here, and I did. Right, Gomez to Cook. It's all Liverpool again, and it's going to be all Liverpool, I think. We just struggle against them. We struggled against them at Wembley in the final. And I think we're going to struggle here again. Salah with the free kick, and it is all Liverpool at the minute. It really is. Virgil van Dijk. They're just playing it round our edge of our box. We just need to win this and counter and try and score, but they're passing it round us like God knows what. Don't know how many passes they've done in this sequence. If this ends up in a goal, it's one hell of a goal. It is as well. Oh, this is going to be our first loss of the season. What have I got to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I feel like probably should have played Leighton Short in midfield as a defensive midfielder instead of... Is he on the bench? Short, he is. I might even make that sub now, you know. In fact, I'm going to. Screw it. Lucas is coming off. I'm making a first... Oh, this is going to be 2 subs in the first half. There we go. This is not bad at all, is it? Let's make 2 substitutions in the first half. So when it comes to the second half, there's nothing we can do about it. Then I'm going to go attacking. Screw it. We're going to go at them. No point sitting back now. We're 2-0 down. We need to get ourselves back into this game. Half-time's upon us. We've only had 2 shots. Both of them were off target. I'm going to aggressively say that was absolutely terrible. Do something else this second half. And just fingers crossed we can do it. We've got the players in the team to do it. Tanner can step up and score. We've got Nakajima, that showed us last season. It was really good. Brewster. Slager can score. He's having a bit of a terrible game. Chilwell's not having a good one either. But Chilwell kind of wants to leave. But he's not. He's going to be... I want him to be the all-time record kind of... What is it? The all-time record appearance holder. Brewster goes close there. But he ain't going to get it because he needs to get 500-odd games. And with his age and stuff, it's just not going to work. They've got a free kick. Marcus Asensio hits the crossbar and it just comes back to David, who scores for Liverpool. We're 3-0 down in the 64th minute. And it just comes off the crossbar. They've first to react. Oh, literally the whole strike force have just been absolutely crap. Have I put anyone on the bench who is a striker? No, do you know what? I'm going to bring on Miguel. That's what I'm going to do. Put him on attack. Just to see, hopefully. I haven't seen a game changer from him yet. The Brazilian, Portuguese winger. And he needs to start showing me why I spent all that money on him last season. Because he's not been doing that great. There's another highlight to Liverpool here. This is just... It's not what we need when we go into our first group's game of the Europa League as well. And this is the trouble as well that Leicester had. The season I took them over, the reason why the job was available is because they had Europe. They did all right in Europe, but in the league, they didn't do too great. Tanner's in here. Tanner should have done a lot better with that. That's the first highlight that we've seen. So, yeah, when we took over from... I can't remember who it was that had the role. I think it was Southgate that had the role. They had European football. They did all right in Europe, but they finished below us in the league when we were Cardiff. And hence why we took the job. We've got them back playing Europe again within the first season we have him, which is probably going to be... I don't know if it's going to be a bad thing for us being in Europe this season. I don't think we're ready for it. Easy win, but they're going to win the league, Liverpool are. I really think they are. I've got to do the press... No, in fact, screw it. I'm not doing the press conference. Yeah, so we're going to get into this standard game now. Just to see how we get on with that. Oh, fingers crossed we do well. Right, so here we are, guys. The game against Standard is here. Our first game in Europe, then. So this is the lineup. Not a lot has changed, to be honest with you. The back four is the same, apart from Nick Back is out injured. And his injury, he's out for 2 weeks, pretty much. So it's not too bad. Pipaco's in goal. Tate, Ricky Van D, Alhab, and Chilwell. Chilwell, by the way, is now happy to stay at the squad. He's withdrawn his transfer request, which is nice. The midfield 2, I have got... Short is going to come in. I'm going to play him a little bit more because he needs to be getting more game time. Short does. So I'm going to start him in Europe, see how he does as a ball-winning midfielder. That's what we're training him in. Slager, then we've got Rodgers, Lucas, Miguel is starting for this game. And Tanner, again, I need to give Miguel some more chance. Dave as well, it needs to play. I'm training Dave to play on this right-hand side. So again, he needs to have more match experience out on that right-hand side. So that's where I need to be starting bringing him on and start playing him on that side of the the pitch because he's not going to improve with training anymore unless he plays in that position. So we just have to keep forcing him there, keep getting him to play, and hopefully he'll do all right. We just obviously need cover down that right hand side. This should be a game. We should be quite comfortable. We should win quite easy according to the build up to the game, and we do score. First thing in, Miguel gets the goal. He says, "Thanks, boss, for starting me. I tell you what, I'll score your goals in Europe." And it comes from a lovely set piece from Chilwell. Lucas rises high for the header, heads it towards Miguel, and Miguel just puts it in for us. 4 minutes in, we've got a lead. Also, there we go. They've got a highlight now. I was going to say the importance as well for us winning these games, because you get more money for winning the games in the groups than you do with drawing them. Lucas with one hell of a run here to Schlager to Lucas with a shot, hits the post. Yeah, because obviously the finances are terrible, so we need to do well in the league and we need to do well in Europe really, just to try and get the money situation sorted. Because 80-odd million pound, I think I'm in the red by, and it's not great. Right, Short is in, plays it to Lucas. Lucas seems to be on fire, really. Good game for him so far. Chilwell doesn't win the header. Arab does, but he had a bit of time there. He didn't need to really header it straight away. Right, Rodgers on the ball. Building it from the back nicely. Back to Tete, to Short. We've got quite a few yellow cards already, which I'm a bit worried about. Rodgers, Tete, crosses it in. Xavi, Miguel there with the shot. Goes for a corner. I'm liking it. Things are looking good. Lucas with the corner kick. Right, Short to Ricky Van D. To Tanner. We just can't get that second goal. We can't get complacent. Look at that. 30 minutes into this game, we've had 17 shots, 7 on target. We should have scored some more of them. Right. Half-time is here. 1-0. It's a very, very average game. What am I going to say? What does he expect? Don't get complacent. Yeah. No, I just said you've been playing well, and that didn't work either, really, did it? There we go, fired him up that way. Galatasaray losing, by the way, to FC, whatever the name is. We want to go to latest scores here as well. That's what we want, so we can see what's going on in the world of football around us. 24 shots, 11 on target. If they score a goal, I'm going to be well annoyed. I really am. Have we just won a penalty? It's going to VAR. We're going to have a look. Looks like might be a penalty. Is it a penalty? We're rubbish at penalties anyway, so I'm not really worried. It's a free kick at the edge of the area. We don't even see the highlight of it because it must have been that poor of a free kick. Tanner is having an absolute awful game. He didn't do well in the Cups really for us last season. Lucas is looking tired as well. Maybe take Lucas off and bring on James Maddison, get him some game time in. Attacking midfielder, yeah. On support. We'll do that, and then I think Short will come off. So I want to get Dave on this right-hand side. In fact, how's Lucas? Oh, Lucas's fitness is looking a bit... How's Rodgers' game doing? No, okay, that ain't happening. Wanted to get Dave on, but I think the next sub I'm going to have to make is going to have to be late and short. Unless we score, I can't risk having a red card in midfield. Right, highlight. Hopefully we can have this. We've had 28 shots, 13 of them on target. Their keeper must be having one hell of a game. They really are. Right, show some passion, guys. We don't want to draw this game. We can't give them a chance. We really can't. They've got a chance. They shoot and they score. Oh my God. What is wrong with this team? Why are we bottling it? We really are. And it just comes from a ball over the top. We don't defend it. It's 3-on-1. Their striker just comes round us, absolutely destroys everyone. I'm going to take off Roger. I am going to bring on Dave on this right-hand side. I'm going to go attacking and then demand more from him. I can't. I've already shouted at him. Come on, we need to get... We can't draw this game. Right, we've got a corner. Last minute. Come on, someone do something for us. No. Their keeper saves again. 31 shots we've had. 31 shots. 16 on target. Their keeper is only on a 7.1 rating. 7.5. Oh my God. I can't believe we've just drawn that game with how dominant we were. It was just shocking. It really was. Simply not good enough. and it really wasn't good enough. And we've only got 170k now for winning that. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. It's going to be a very tough season. It really is. We've also got 3 tough games coming up next. When I'm going to be back, probably the back end of October, I think. I'm going to play near enough all of these games. Going to get the season going. I've got Chelsea next. I've got Manchester United, by the way, in the Carabao Cup, so I'm probably going to be knocked out of that. Everton, I need to beat them. They're in a good time of it at the minute. Chelsea should be a beatable game. But yeah, I'll probably come back to do... Yeah, that works. If I do FC there, and then do Galatasaray, then you've seen everyone least in the group stages. I don't want to put the videos close together, that's the thing. It will just get a bit boring, a bit samey, I think. I might come back and do the Galatasaray game. It depends. I'm going to stop playing anyway. I might be back for that. I might be back for the other game. We'll just see how we get on. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. This episode has been crap because of the results, but it'd be fine. Leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'll see you in a bit.